Hey guys, and welcome to the Deli Counter official podcast. We've got myself, Ethan. I'm the fifth member. I'm sorry, I was not here for the last episode. Unfortunately, Blaze is not here either. Feeling very sick and under distress, and we're gonna make him feel bad about it. We've got JD here. We've got James, and we've got Coulter here.
Formerly
So
Tony, but that's a
normally
pain in
funny,
the
but
ass.
we've got special occasion. We've got the most important member right here. No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most
So I
egotistical, maybe.
yeah. So I wanted to. I just wanted to bring something up real quick, and we can get into that actual podcast in a second. But I recently watched the newest Fast and Furious movie, Fast
So
Nine, I
shit.
think it's called.
It's so fucking shit.
It's so bad. It was so bad. So I ended up watching. I watched the full thing, and I watched the bonus material, and that was specifically so I could joke about it with other people. Except for I didn't realize nobody likes the movies anymore. So, but if you go to the bonus material, John Cena gets into very fancy tiny cars. It's very nice to watch. It's like watching a giant gorilla hop into like a clown car. So I was looking at some of the cars, and like I was seeing McLarens, I was seeing like fancy Mustangs and all sorts of stuff, and I just started getting really upset because if I had the money, I would not get any of those ugly ass cars. My like dream car is a 1976 Ford Futura concept car, which is literally not available to buy because it is the Batmobile. It is the Batmobile with a red leather interior. It is so nice. And every time I watch like a Fast and Furious movie and they talk about family, and I just want to slap all the bald heads in that movie, and I get so mad because you've got tiny men going into tiny fancy cars that I can't afford, and all I want is the Batmobile, and I get so upset about it. And I didn't know if anybody else had any any moments that made them mad that wanted a better car than a big rich man. So, um, but I don't know if JD, maybe you have a dream car,
Yeah.
perhaps.
I.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah,
Yeah. I probably should have read that.
it's all right.
Cue
You
transition.
see.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
cut it out.
You see, as a current
No, this is genuine.
major in the mechanic industry, I've always
um,
had a love for cars, stuff like that. Just there's plenty going down the road. I have family that has really nice cars. But all of them I have yet. There's one I've only seen on social media, and it
mm,
is beautiful. It is way out of my price range, and that is the Swedish car. If I'm remembering the name correctly, is Kioniseg. And if anyone knows the actual term, please tell us.
yeah.
But it is a $3 million car.
Uh-huh.
The company makes one set every year, and I think they made about 20. And almost, I think if I remember looking at like the inside, it's got like almost all carbon fiber. It's
Mm,
supposed to be a super fast car, and it's just the look
yeah.
of it is beautiful, but quite expensive.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know exactly why I'll never be able to get one. But it's so nice to dream, isn't it? It's so
Absolutely.
nice.
Hmm.
Just think about. You know what? You know what I would do if I had a car like that? I would actually follow the speed limit, I think.
That's a fucking lie, and you know it.
Facts. Dude,
Oh
that's the
no.
type of
I
car
mean,
that
I
you could
mean,
run the speed limit, but no one will care because not even the 50 can actually catch you.
yeah. Yeah, no. No, because you could go like 2 miles over and have like an asshole cop and they just look at you and be like, no shot. No shot, dude. It'd be so bad.
True. Oh,
Ugh, tired. Coulter, what have
Yeah.
you got on the stakes? I know you've got a dream car. It can't be a van.
Well, since we're talking about
It can't be a work
our
van.
current employment, naturally, as an electrician, you've got to have that rusted out white pedo van with a ladder
Yeah,
rack on top. Got
that
to
is
got to
look.
man, it's
That
just
will
about the same
literally
thing, but
blow
it's
your
got
head.
free candy written on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's from the previous owner. We got it we got it on the cheap out of a police auction. So we gotta throw some stickers on there. You know, We'll cover that up.
Advertise what we're all about. Safety.
Yes, sir.
Safety and free candy.
Safety and free candy.
Which, speaking
That's
of
how you get
cars,
new.
happy Spooktober.
Oh yeah.
I was just about to say.
There you go.
I've got my Soul Lake shirt. Shout out to Spencer's for it. Actually, it's pretty dope. But yeah, Spooktober's in full effect. I'm currently in the process of educating my sister on horror movies, and I'm not gonna lie, she is so much more enthusiastic than I was about not being able to sleep at night.
God.
Oh,
I
did you
was like,
get to Cabin in the Woods?
oh yeah, dude, that was like the first one we watched. I was like, you're gonna have to watch this, right? Because Cabin in the Woods, the whole premise is making fun of other horror movie tropes, which I mean, phenomenal concept and great execution. And so I showed her that first. So now we're going through the staples. We've got Jaws, we've got Friday the 13th, all that stuff. And we've been watching it like once each weekend, just kind of not doing a full week of it because, she's got school, I've got work.
Mhm.
And now that she's at that age that she wants to watch all that stuff, I am more than happy to show her. So it's been pretty cool. She's been listening to the horror movie themed album that I told you guys about. Ice Nine Kills is Silver Scream and Silver Scream 2. And ever since she heard that, she's like, we need to do this. Like, okay. So in my 2014 Ford Focus, on the topic of cars, which has just finally been paid off,
Yes.
you know, we've been cruising around and jamming to that stuff.
Nice. Now, the Ford Focus is not your dream car, I hope, right?
It's hard to say, but no, it's not. I would say my dream car. It if I think if I had a little bit more money, right? Because this is something that I could feasibly get. I'd still have to take out a loan for it. But it's not completely out of a price range for someone who's an electrician, right?
Mm-hmm.
A BMW i8.
Ooh.
Now those are still really pricey, right? Any Beamer that you get, like 6 Series, 5 Series, are still really pricey. But the BMW i8 was in one of the Mission Impossible movies. I want to say like 4. And my dad and I had actually had seen it in theaters, and like a week later, we were driving through my hometown, and we see a BMW i8 that's like almost a carbon copy from the movie, and we were like losing our minds. He's like, Ethan, you have to take a picture. So I have a picture somewhere of the BMW i8, but like there's this Terra World, like TERRA, Terra World trim that you can get on it, where it's like white, but it's got electric blue kind of trim and highlights.
Ooh.
It's a really nice car. It definitely gets up there in speed, and it's fantastic gas mileage. If you get it fully kitted out, you can get like 60 miles to the gallon.
Holy shit. That's great
It's
right
insane. Yeah, it's literally insane, and especially with gas the way it is.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
now.
But I feel like that's well within like my lifetime to reach it. Obviously, if I had all the money in the world, that would clearly be the Batmobile. But
Mhm.
I will take what I can get, and if I can get a BMW i8, that is perfectly okay with me.
Yeah.
James, you got your eye on a little cherry red number.
I definitely not within the realm of affordable,
There you go.
but personally,
Dream
my
big.
dream car would be like a. Guess you classify this as a car? Is I would absolutely love to be a monster truck driver, which is just the most
That'd be
southern
Ooh.
thing
awesome.
I've ever said.
Let's
Oh my
Holy
gosh!
see.
shit.
But I would definitely not go for the sticker bomb look,
Mhm.
which a lot of monster truck drivers do. I would just do bright pink.
Oh my gosh.
Just
Oh,
sounds
You just see
hilarious.
you just see like you see Gravedigger and all them, and then you just see like a bright pink, like
Right.
super slow moving monster truck on the freeway, dude.
I mean,
Dude,
you never
if you
leave
go
your
under,
car on the
if you
freeway.
go over
That's awesome.
overpass, if you go under one overpass, you're like screwed. Like
Turns
you
into a
instantly
fucking convertible.
Oh, you're absolutely getting can openered.
Boom, convertible.
Oh, dude, you gotta get like the monster truck, but you gotta get like in California and stuff where they have the different suspensions you can put on it, or the different I don't know the word I'm looking for, but you know where they like click the button and it bounces, up and down.
Yeah, you're talking about having a hydraulic system in it.
Yeah, you gotta put a hydraulic system in the
That would be hilarious.
You
Because
press it
It's
once
not
and
going
it
to
just
go anywhere. It can't go up any further.
he turned a squatted truck into just a regular truck at that point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Turn
those
them
things
on.
suck. Who, if any of you
He's gonna-
watching have a squatted truck, please stop. Please stop.
Yeah, I don't. You know what's funny is the
Oh,
truck I
oh.
used to have, my white 2009 Toyota Tacoma had a lift on it, except for the previous owner squatted it, except for it was just enough where it was like that. So it always looked like it wasn't like a super noticeable thing, right? It was like that much of a difference.
Hmm.
But everywhere you parked it, it looked like I was parked on a hill. And it was the most embarrassed I've ever felt because I
Oh.
love that truck so much. You can ask Coulter about it. I mean, I used to talk about it all the time about how much
Yeah.
I hated it, and then eventually grew to love it, and then eventually grew to crash it into the back of someone's vehicle. So through all those
As you do.
things,
Yeah.
yeah, the squat was terrible. I don't.
It had
To
to
give
Being,
you,
if you put a thing of soup in the back of the truck and slowly roll down. I just
God.
yeah, if you can't have like a ball in the back of your truck and it can't stay still when you're parked, you don't deserve to drive.
No.
Like being born in North Carolina and like raised for a little bit, I don't think in all my time of having been there, having visited friends there, all that, I don't think I've ever actually seen someone say like they're proud of the Carolina squat. Like we're known for that, but not because we want it to be.
No.
It's just South. Yeah, I blame it all on the people from South Carolina, just so I don't have to rep it. I'm just like, yeah, Outer Banks and down. That's those guys.
So anyone that lives out in South Carolina, we also want to apologize. He's not speaker everyone. You guys are nice people, but we just hate squatted trucks.
Shout out South Carolina because you guys have south of the border, and south of the
Oh.
border is
Yeah.
you can't go with that ginger ale, dude. Oh man,
I've
every
passed
time.
it. I've never actually.
the only
been to
good
south
thing
of the
about
border.
it.
Oh, dude, they have so much good. They have so much good food there. Yeah, you have to stop to at least take a picture of all the like the giant sombrero and all that. It's so obnoxious. I love driving through it. Like, so Coulter and I used to work together. Backstory for the viewers out there: Coulter and I used to work together, and when we would go on trips more south than South Carolina, so like to Florida and stuff like that, just driving through it, it is the most obnoxious, like commercialized area, and it's on the border between North and South Carolina, and it is you have to stop. It's like a staple item.
It is
It's
the
like
most effective tourist trap I've ever seen.
yeah. And the worst part is it's actually good. It's not like a bad tourist trap. Like they've got good food. Like they've got a taqueria,
Mm.
the place where they
Taquito
make
quesadilla.
yep, the place where they make tacos. Um,
Wow.
it's really
I think that's
it's
called
really
a
really
restaurant.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I was trying to use the proper term.
That
Yeah,
is the
okay.
proper term.
I will say, south of the border is a little depressing because if you check out their reptile pits, it's
It's not good.
basically just a pit with reptiles in it.
It's like some dude from Florida bought like 13 like different sized dinosaurs basically, and then just threw them in a cage together and was like, "You guys get food once a month." So they're treated like cacti. They're treated like cactuses. It's so bad. Cacti.
Rip. Peter's gonna watch this now. In South
I
America.
know,
Get
dude.
close.
He ain't gonna give a shit.
We're gonna get flagged for talking about animal cruelty.
Our
That's
10
what. That's
subs
what's.
are gonna be. He's tweeting out to PETA saying, "Hey, these guys talking about how south of the border
Yeah.
destroys animals."
Real quick. Shout out PETA for not doing your job. You guys are
True.
really bad.
Yeah, it's
don't know.
not a pit bull that needs to be put down, so they don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I want to say that too loud though, because if I get someone from PETA coming after me,
Fuck him.
I'm gonna do something bad.
Fuck him.
I'll just say that now.
It's about to be another YouTube boxing tournament, but it's not gonna be with another YouTuber. It's gonna be with the fucking
It's gonna be with the
memes
entirety of.
PETA.
It's gonna be with the CEO of PETA.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm gonna pull up to the ring in a McLaren. I'm gonna pull up to the ring in a McLaren, and they're just gonna pull out of like some fucking hybrid or whatever, and I'll just like beat their ass. It's gonna be so nice. Not that I would. It's a threat.
Yeah.
Not that I would, but if in some alternate universe that were
As a joke,
legal,
Paul.
Dude, I've
Yeah,
seen
it's a
other
joke.
timelines. I could definitely go and see.
it's like the Marvel What If universe. It's like, what if Ethan
Dude.
could run over the president of PETA with a Ford Futura concept car if he had all the money in the world?
And you weren't chosen? If anyone hasn't seen that, that's a bit of a spoiler. Kind of, but not really. You definitely should watch it. It's a good show.
I've got something stuck in my teeth.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is it tobacco?
No.
You goddamn
no.
vapor.
There's nothing
Oh.
wrong
Yeah, I've
with
been
that.
coming off the
There's
dip
nothing
lately.
wrong with vaping. I used to
Back
think that, but then I tried it, and I'm like, nah, it's okay.
Back on the topic of cars,
Yeah.
I just had one that popped in my head. A Rolls Royce. I remember seeing a story about a Rolls Royce that person bought and completely covered it in diamonds and gold. And just to have that, you have to have just a butt ton of money that you just have nothing else to do
I love
with.
the Rolls Royce. I want to use that as a
Yeah.
hearse. I was originally just talking to these guys about it. I want to use that as a hearse when I die. Just have my
I
coffin
love
in
that
a
idea
hearse.
so much. I love it so much, dude. Just the like leaving it in your will, right? So like not giving them the money until like you give them the money to pay for your funeral or whatever upon your death, and it's like the very first thing you have to spend a dime on is a Rolls Royce Phantom, and I need to be in the back of that bitch, ghost riding it all the way to my grave, and then I want you to dump me in it and then return it. And you
It's
get
gotta be
whatever.
ice white though. It's gotta be that clean
Phantom
white.
was best for that.
Yeah,
Like, you
it can't
remember,
be black. Most hearses are black. It's got to be pimped out.
Yeah.
It's got to be full of ice.
Yeah, you know the
My question.
music video for that Post Malone song where he was out in the desert with a Rolls Royce?
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
that color.
You want you want Post Malone's Rolls Royce is what you want. That's the type of money I want, where I can go up to a celebrity and be like, I would like to buy your car. And he's like, no, I like this car. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it because fuck you. Because fuck you. I can do whatever. Yeah,
Used to hang out with Minecraft YouTubers. I can do whatever I want to.
exactly. I've seen Dream without the mask on. I'm pretty sure I'm in charge here.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
man.
I know what the mask is. All right.
That's what the mask is
You
for.
don't-
I hate that song.
The thing is, the mask wasn't originally there, but you paid him enough money that he went with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this guy named well, I can't just bleep it out. Just bleep it out. I'm gonna say Dream's real name. John F. Kennedy. So so when I first met John, he was very confident in himself. So I made sure that he wasn't, and then told him to develop a persona. Because if I had all the money in the world, that's exactly what the fuck I'd do. I would become the villain. Sorry about that. My phone stand's acting funny. My scuffed phone stand is acting funny. But yeah, I would be the bad guy for once.
Yeah.
What do you mean for
I'm-
once?
I've never been bad. No, because I didn't have the money to. You don't understand. If I had like fuck you money, dude, I would be like just mean enough for you to be like, man, like you have like a fan base, similar to like Schlatt's or something like that, where like they're kind of divvied up between like that guy's an asshole, and then like people really love him. So like
Like,
so like
who's-
obviously
Schlatt an asshole? Hold up.
no. It's like
Okay.
divvied up between no. Like how like like one part of the people who like watch him or know about him, think that about him, and then the other half is pretty much like just like his devoted fans and all that stuff.
I got you.
I would I would I would be bad. I don't. I'd buy out every single oil company and then drive them into the ground. I would single-handedly make COVID look like a bitch with the amount of jobs I'm about to delete from the earth. And then, hold on, it gets better because when nobody has a job on the earth, who do they have to come to for money? So I create
Jeff
a one-man
Bezos is gonna ask you for a loan.
Exactly. I'm going to create a one-man operated centralized bank in the center of the U.S. Probably like, like somewhere in the Midwest, right?
Mm.
And if
You gotta
you
hide.
want,
It's literally
yeah,
just a one-man office building in the middle of a cornfield in
You gotta put
Oklahoma.
it in
yeah,
Wyoming.
yeah, it's like I'm going to have a job site trailer in Wyoming, and you have to come in one at a time and discuss whether or not you deserve $20. So once everybody runs out of money, they're coming straight to me, and all of it is delivered in ones.
There you go.
Yeah, no. If I actually had like that type of money, like fuck you money, I think is the term that we've been rocking with.
Hmm.
So we were talking about earlier before it started the Call of Duty maps, and I really like the idea of just buying different areas, like different um locations in the world that look similar to a Call of Duty map, or buying certain things that look similar and turning it into like a paintball field. I feel like that'd be cool. So like
Ooh.
you could buy a yacht, right?
Okay.
And
You're already
but
late to the punch. Our good buddy Jeffy B is
I
already on
know,
it.
Jeff
man,
Bezos.
the
That
goddamn
prick.
super yacht that he
That
gifted to his
beautiful,
friend.
beautiful ball-headed prick.
His wife, his wife left him, and the running joke is she started smiling in pictures.
Yeah, dude, because she got
So
half.
yeah,
She got
yeah.
half, and she's on her own.
Well, she got half, but also it's not the baldness that made her go away because she's with a bald dude right now. He's a school teacher,
Is he also a plumber and a military man and a bunch of other things?
a doctor, an astronaut. No,
Is
it's
he
not
Jonathan
Jonathan.
Sins?
Jonathan Sinner, the world's most devoted, like jack of all trades.
Yeah.
No, but I would want that one Call of Duty map in Black Ops 2. I don't remember what it's actually called, if it's Yacht or something like that. But you
Hijack.
know what I'm talking about.
Hijack.
I yeah, I would want to get a replica of Hijack in a physical form and just host like paintball tournaments there. I feel like that'd be cool as shit.
I feel like Yemen would be fun too. That one desert map. It was
Yemen's
like,
a real place.
is that a real place?
Yes,
Dude.
Yeah.
Yemen. Yes, Yemen is a real place.
Yes,
I
Yemen.
go to college.
Yemen is you can.
I'm the only one out of these people that go to college. How does that sound?
God
Oh my
damn.
god. Oh no. You can point out Yemen on a map. Oh
no.
Jesus.
All right. Well. Anyway.
You know what's sad? I can't point out Yemen on a map, but I can point out Kuwait.
Same.
Yeah, shout out Kuwait.
Hmm.
Yeah, shut up,
I'm
Kuwait.
rocking with you.
Last time I checked,
Shout out-
Kuwait is
shout
who's going to be hosting the FIFA World Cup this coming year, right? If I
Who?
remember correctly, Kuwait.
Really?
I think so.
No shot, dude.
It's gonna be in like November though.
That's
because
pretty
it's so freaking
wild
hot.
because doesn't Kuwait not have any natural water sources on their own? They have to desalinate everything.
I thought they
Maybe
were.
it
I thought
wasn't
Kuwait
It's
was
somewhere
landlocked.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah,
I
it's
know
it's
that.
like at the dick tip of Saudi Arabia, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was landlocked. I thought Kuwait was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
Well,
like on the coast. That's why they have to
yeah.
desalinate only water.
Where I was going with
Oh.
that is that the UN are a bunch of dicks.
All right,
So
so
they wouldn't give it to a Middle Eastern country just based off the fact that they fucked up the Mujahideen so bad that they accidentally created a terrorist group after the Cold War.
God, Yeah, so
Shout out United
my
States for
second
creating this
screw up
program.
in under 5 minutes, it is Qatar. It's gonna be in Qatar.
Oh, Qatar.
Qatar,
Wait, hold
yeah.
on.
No, it's Qatar.
Qatar, right?
Qatar, yeah, Qatar.
Yeah, Qatar.
I hate you.
I don't
I,
know.
I can't tell if you're being facetious or if you actually think it's called that.
I'm pretty sure it's. I feel like I've heard it called Qatar before.
Probably as a joke.
Yeah, that feels
I don't
pretty
want.
facetious.
Oh, thank
I
God
don't.
I'm not
I
the
don't
only
want
one
to
who
pull a, I don't want to
comes
pull a
to.
JD here and pronounce Kenizeg or whatever the fuck it's called wrong. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut when it comes to anything other than
Well,
standard.
JD's the one with the dual monitor setup, so how about we get to that Google pronunciations for
Yeah, right.
Qatar.
I have a
We need to
better
fact
idea.
check this. Type it into Google and do the little speech thing.
I have a better idea. Because can I get it pronounced by Siri?
Ooh, you might be able to, but I thought it was if you pronounce it right, she'll understand what you're saying. See if it goes like that. See if it goes like that.
Crap, yeah.
Well,
Hey Siri, how do you pronounce Kenizeg?
yeah, in order to get her to recognize what you want, don't you have to pronounce it right first?
Yeah. Honestly,
Find results for you.
if I do that, it'll probably just Google it. Let me go on Google
Yeah.
Translate you guys were talking about.
All right.
But just
Let's
keep
start.
talking while I'm looking it up.
All right, I'm gonna start speaking in I'm up at midnight. I'm deep enough in my nizites. A gun the metal pizzipe and nizipe to my reside. That's a
All
killer
right,
Mike
I'm
ism.
gonna I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead and step away for a minute. Just
You don't like
let me
my
just
freestyle? That wasn't even a freestyle. Those are actual lyrics from.
He gone.
He
He's gone.
left.
He left the call.
I was quoting my favorite intro from a song, and he fucking left. Oh, that. Oh,
Oh, that's funny.
you know.
Alright, you guys will probably hear back from him soon, hopefully. But all
Oh,
right.
I hope so. Yeah.
Let me see.
Um, Austin, would you want that Rolls Royce to be gold plated and diamond studded by any chance? Is that where you were going with that? The guy who like completely pimped out the oh my god the Jane
Rolls Royce.
yep, cut that part.
Yeah.
Thank you. James, you were talking about the Rolls Royce that you wanted. Were you talking about the super expensive one, like the gold plated diamond studded one? Or were you
Yeah.
talking about? Okay, yeah, no, I saw that. Give me like three. If I have like fucking money, every single person in my life is getting like one of those shipped to their house.
I want this guy to get
I
fucking.
really like. I really. I hate the idea of fuck you money because once you've got everything you want, right? At that point, then it's just like
Yeah.
you've got your material items
Mhm.
and then you've got your experiences, right? So like obviously I would go to every concert I wanted. I would never work a day in my life. Any family I had, like, let's say I had kids, like we'd go snowboarding, we'd do fucking go to skate parks, dude. You could go to whatever country you wanted.
Heck yeah.
There are guys currently on this earth with fuck you money that when they're bored go to third world countries.
That's pretty dope.
Imagine being able to do some
I
shit
just
like
want to
that.
live in not a third world country, but I just want to live out of this country, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Nothing. No, I'm not gonna try and diss America. I'm not political. Whatever your views are, I really don't care.
Yeah, that's
Based strictly just
we're
off of
keeping we're
what I
keeping
would want to
the
experience.
podcast apolitics
Yeah,
just
it's
for the
just
sake.
based off of just what I've seen, where I've been. I love my hometown in Pennsylvania, Easton. Um, I love that place, but honestly, going to like Italy, somewhere like that, I would
Yeah,
not pass it up for a
would
second.
I would say honestly on the topic of just moving out of the country, like even without all the money in the world,
Hmm.
stuff that's like feasible. My dream destination has always been Dublin, Ireland, by
That
the
is
Guinness factory.
beautiful. My
Yeah,
brother's been there, and he said
I
it's
wouldn't.
beautiful there. I'd love to go there as well.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily want to live there my whole life because I know like um I almost said Britain. I do not want to associate those two.
Yeah, nah.
No, but where Ireland is, the weather's always really hit or miss. You know, it's either like really gray or absolutely gorgeous, and there doesn't seem to be an in between. So I'd love to go on a trip there to Dublin and visit the Guinness factory because
Yeah.
I'm notorious for loving Guinness and
Yes,
get an
sir.
actual pint glass.
That
That'd be
is very
amazing.
true. I've spent countless late nights him chugging bottles and glasses of Guinness.
So good. Dude, so many
Um,
nights of Call of Duty just filled with, oh, Ethan's drunk again.
true.
I'm every single time I hit at least one clip and it's beautiful. Um,
Yeah, but, continuing on to with both talking about this topic and the fuck you money. Um, if I were to, it would definitely have to buy a beautiful like mansion villa out in Italy, but have
ooh,
a
yeah.
20 car garage strictly for the Monza SP1 Ferrari, and they have to be all in a different color. I want to be that kind of person.
Oh, you mean like fuck you money?
Yes. Like, oh, I don't know if you guys have seen the brand new SP1, but it is. You remember the movie Ford versus Ferrari with
Yes, that was a
yes,
good movie. Actually, I
it
really like
is.
that.
So the new SP1 is a reverb of the original car from back in that timeline or in that time year.
We're,
It is so
okay,
pretty.
so what? It's like the same style but new age technology, kind
It's
of.
got a more modern look to it, but it's still like that same sleek like race car like what they did in that race in the 24-hour
Sounds.
race. It's beautiful.
It's
Italians know how to make stuff. It is oh
it. Yeah, Italian student how to make stuff.
yeah,
Shout out Italy.
facts.
I know we're rolling with the
I
shout
hope
out, but actual shout out to Italy
yeah.
for
Shouting
having
out the
like
entire
I may have the
team.
chance to actually head out there this summer, so I'm hoping, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But
no,
here's
but if it does, you have to record something for that. That'd
absolutely
be awesome.
trust me, that'll definitely happen.
That is definitely a trip that I, in some point in my life, plan on taking. And honestly, the younger the better. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like just because you can soak more of it up, and you're not,
Mm-hmm.
like obviously going there when you're 65 and when you're 20 is two completely different things because you can go to more places, you can do more things.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I would do it if I were you.
Facts.
Um, oh hey, what's up, Coulter?
Yeah, sorry, I had to move away. Uh, anyway, the fuck you mean? You shaking your head at?
Shameful. We were just
Oh,
talking about our beautiful trips to Italy, and you come in and bombard.
oh yeah. Allow me to bumble in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Let me just steal your spotlight real quick.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
well, something that was wondering is just how many times with you, what James was saying earlier with the fuck you money and the gold plate diamond encrusted car, how many of those are insured and how often does it just get pried off just like that fucking diamond from like
A
Lil
lot of money
Uzi?
makes a man stupid. So
You
Yeah,
know, I was
you
gonna say,
figure
on
just
one
somebody
hand,
with a friggin'
yeah,
screwdriver goes to town.
on one hand, I'm sure, like they have enough money to replace it, but on the other hand, I feel like if I was just walking through the street and I happen to have a paint scraper and I happen to see a diamond encrusted Rolls Royce, I might get myself a few thousand.
true, true.
Fair enough.
Just how do you explain that to your bank? Be like, yeah, so I recently came into a bit of money that I want to deposit. And it's like, sir, these are like super special diamonds. And like they're like the edges are kind of rough. Where did you get these? I'm like, the
Don't
Yeah,
worry
don't
about
worry
it.
about it.
Don't worry about it.
f-? That's like speaking of diamonds. So a little bit ago, I think we were talking about this before. a little bit ago, Lil Uzi Vert, famous rapper Lil Uzi Vert, um, had a pink diamond implanted into his forehead, and he recently, I think he took it out because the doctor said it was going to cause too many issues like down the line.
Nah, he
Um,
got ripped out when he was trying to crowd surf.
yeah, right.
He got visioned.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
someone, someone, someone fucking Thanos in the middle of his set, and I was like, oh, I'm getting this.
God, looks
Because
like this.
No.
when did he spend? Did anybody? Does anybody have the actual figure he spent on it? Because I thought it was like an absurd
It was
amount of
like
money.
28 million.
Yeah, it was like
It was
grotesque.
crazy because he was still paying it off when it got ripped out.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I thought he had already paid it off because he put out deposit. I thought I read like back in 2016. Like he knew he wanted this back in 2016, so he started doing that shit.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know.
He,
It
you know,
could be one. It could be
that'd be
both. I'm not
terrible.
sure.
Just finishing off that loan payment and then immediately just
Big facts.
blood dripping down your forehead. So how's the concert, honey? Well, mom,
I
we don't
don't
have any more debt.
Yeah. So
No, but what he recently did is he bought this, like, it looks like a Daft Punk helmet almost. It's like a white and pink helmet with like a Daft Punk visor, like the silver helmet guy, the visor. That's got like cat ears. And you know what? I saw a comment under it was like a news report saying like he was seen with this helmet on, and someone was like, if I was rich, I would do the same thing. I feel like, yeah, I feel like if I was that rich and I was like, never had to worry about money in my entire life, I would just go to like the worst designers and just be like, fuck me up.
facts.
I will pay whatever you want. Like you see those runway like fits or like Met Gala fits, and you're like, how the fuck did anyone hire anyone to put this on your body? That would be me. I'd be showing up to the Met Gala in like the Adam Sandler fit.
Ethan would be
Like,
Lady Gaga. Fucking.
yeah,
Motherfuckers
yeah,
out here looking like a goddamn horseshoe.
yeah, dude. I'd have her infamous meat dress, except for it'd be like A4 Wagyu beef.
Ooh, no, you gotta do that A5, bro. Oh, I got to try Wagyu
I
burgers
think
a while back. Those were tight.
that sounds so good.
They
That's
were.
actually one of the reasons I want to go to another country. I want to go to Japan and get like
Hmm.
true graded Wagyu beef. And I know I would pay out the ass for it, but I feel like that'd be so much fun. Like
It's so fucking worth it.
get like actual ramen, get actual Wagyu.
Mhm.
Actually, the soju is something I'd really like to try, but in Japan.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a super cool experience. Like going on fuck you money for me is more like how much stuff can I do before I die, right? So like I would love to go to different countries and try foods that like made them famous, quote unquote, that originated in that country.
You
So
know
like,
you going for that snake sake.
Ooh,
oh, of course, dude. Like just little shit like that would be so cool. Going to Italy and having my favorite manicotti, going to Japan and having soju and ramen and wagyu, and then going to America and getting diabetes.
Going to
about to
Russia
say.
and fucking dying.
going to Russia, fighting a bear.
Fighting a bear.
It really is the little things.
Yeah.
Go to
I mean,
Asia and starve. Simple as that.
it
No,
wouldn't be too difficult to fight a bear in Russia. You just got to bring a bucket, friggin' barrel of gasoline and have the bear huff it a few times and then have a fist fight. What up?
yeah, I was gonna say you can't light the bear on fire because they would survive it. But if you
Yeah.
just made them cup it,
Dude, I
this
wouldn't
is
fight the bear at that point. I'd be sharing it.
Well, no,
yeah.
that's what they do. The bears in fucking Russia got high and hooked on helicopter gas.
Dude, no,
Yeah.
no, no. If I was going
Oh
to
man.
Russia and I knew I had to fight a bear and I had to pick one person, I'd just pick like a kid off the street because I know there is some untapped strength in there from their bloodline that
They're
they
gonna
just
turn to
like
fucking Ivan
wake up
Drago.
and got fucking superpowers that go like And it's like, I am meant to fight bear. Like, it's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, okay,
terrible.
JoJo.
Yeah,
If you grab the wrong kid, all you gotta this simple thing. You just gotta run faster than them to survive.
that's true. That's true. Okay, so what we need is an army of children to fight one Russian bear, is what I'm hearing.
This sounds like an
Yeah,
experiment that they've
pay for
already
that.
tried.
That's like the
Man, this
500.
new season of fucking oh man, this new season's getting weird up in
That's like, what is it? Like the 500,000 SpongeBob's versus Goku or whatever, but it's just 14,000 Russian children versus a bear.
Oh my god.
oh
This
the
is a bear high on
Oh, you
gas.
know what? But it can't just be a normal bear. It has to be that one bear that was in the army, in the Soviet army. That's what it
I
has to
thought
be.
it was Swedish.
I don't know.
It may have been. I need the war bear. I need like one with
Need
actual
the war bear.
PTSD. I need the war bear that went to goddamn Warsaw. Oh my god, Warsaw the war bear. That'd be so
Awesome.
nice. Oh,
Holy shit.
they're creeping up.
Screw it. Can I like change my fucking money? I just want to buy a pair and name it Ivan. And just have it walk around.
You just walk around on like a leash
Yeah.
or some shit.
Have it on
Oh
a
my god,
unicycle. Just that's all I want.
strolling through Beverly Hills with a bear.
It's a
Oh,
bear.
Uh,
you'd make Lil Uzi Vert's Pink Diamond look like the brokest thing you could do,
it's
the
the reboot
richest
of
thing you
Robin
could do.
Big.
Jeff Bezos can't even get a bear.
No, you gotta put a diamond in the bear's head. That's the thing.
Yes.
No.
You know
The
that
search
motherfucker's gonna be
down
scratching his
has-
ear one day and rip it out on the streets.
Yeah.
Never see that shit again.
That means I would have to send it to the West Coast. I'd have to have that bear in the West Coast because if I were to have it anywhere here in the East Coast, it will get shot on the spot.
Yeah,
Oh,
Not even for
because
the diamond.
no, just because it's a bear.
Yeah.
No, I feel like Would you do like same day shipping? You know, like if you had that kind of money, could you do same day shipping on the bear?
Absolutely. I would have it at. No, I'll give him some
Amazon-
time. It'll be like 11:30 at night.
Yeah, do like Amazon Prime, but you go down to like minutes specific that you want it there.
I love those
Be like,
games.
oh god, I want the bear to be sleep deprived. I want it to have a diamond in its forehead at 3:36 a.m. and at my door at 5. Oh, that'd be
Hey,
so
your Uber
bad.
has arrived.
Yeah, your Uber has arrived and a bear steps out of it.
Just a quick side note. Obviously, the people watching the video right now can see it, but those who are listening to it through audio, as well as my co-host right now, they can't see. I accidentally left my Steam running as this is going on, so there's some really weird names popping up on the corner of my screen. So
Let's go.
just don't pay attention to those, please.
Yeah, no, those are those are the others.
Those are the others. Yes, our other friend and co-host, Super Anal Bros.
That's actually our special guest for the next 5 episodes in a row. So, Mr. Anum, what's it like being you?
I've never met
Nah,
this man in
that's
my life.
saving
I
for
wanna play
episode
Super Skill with
69.
him.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't give that away. That's the plot. The entirety is just finding every Steam account with a bad name and interviewing them. Oh man, that'd be
Oh,
good.
that'd be a funny video. Holy crap.
That would be some content right
You guys
there.
keep subscribing and keep watching and keep liking, and you may see that in the future. Very, very possible.
It's true. It's true. We may get famous. Famous
Maybe it's talk about for 69.
if we get to episode 69 and we don't have at least 5 billion subscribers. I'm quitting.
He's cool.
That'll be my last ever episode. I need population. I need
Go out
people
and
to
sign
make,
up.
I need people to make fake accounts. That's like what was it? There's like this Tumblr account that had or maybe someone sold that many books. I don't remember what it was where it was like equated to more than the actual living human population.
You mean T
Which
series?
which meant yeah, which meant that either people had died while already being subscribed, or they made multiple accounts. So basically, what we're asking our subscribers to do is we need if you all make at least 10 fake accounts apiece, we may be in the running for best podcast. We may be able to beat Joe Rogan on this.
We'll be able to beat Logan Paul,
Oh.
his #1 podcast in the world that he keeps saying.
Oh,
He keeps saying it's number one, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not number one. It's not even close.
No. I'd much rather
Who's
watch. I don't even know what I'd rather watch. I guess this.
Yeah. Honestly, this is my favorite podcast, and you know, as an avid listener, I would recommend it to all of my friends.
Absolutely.
You know, oh yeah, just the first episode is on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I see the soothing voice of Blaze, who's not here,
I miss
it's a
him.
shame.
I miss
I
his
miss
long hair and goatee.
rip
Gone
the
too
homie.
Gone too soon.
Uh,
He's in a better place now, though.
he's in a better
Not
place.
here. Not.
That's a lie. He's in North Carolina.
That's the thing. This podcast is the worst place. Anywhere else here is a better place.
He's at Cookout right now, talking about how much better his life is.
Oh, that
Oh,
sounds good right
God.
now. Don't make me hungry during these, man.
I need Cookout.
Yes, sir.
I want a podcast episode where it's just me eating.
I think that's called a mukbang.
I want to be.
Another doable
That's-
possibility, but that's a mukbang.
Oh, yeah.
Say that.
I want it to be a mukbang, except for I'm not going to say anything, and I'm not going to look at the camera either because I'm nervous while I eat. So I just kind of like sit there.
It's
and
literally just the camera. You're just sitting on your front
It's-
porch and it's security cameras.
yeah, like an overhead camera in my room. I'm just sitting there like eating my Waffle House and then following up with Cookout, and just like all the comments are like, how can this guy eat this much? Just keep going for like a solid 6 hours. And then I'll like take a break to use the bathroom, just kind of sit there and relax for a little bit. Never looking up.
My
Be
God.
great.
All
If you guys would like to
so-
see security, if you guys would like to see security cam Ethan doing a 6-hour mukbang, I'm sure that can
Thumbs
happen
up.
with enough
Give
viewers
him a
and
thumbs up. We want it.
tuned in. Yeah, give us a little thumbs up if you want to see 6 hours of security cam footage, special edition Ethan eating. That'd be fun. I would do it for the funny alone.
All right. So that was about 15 minutes worth of shitpost. We should probably get back on topic.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
All right, so we've established Ethan's superpower is to ignore viewers and just eat a lot.
Yes. No. I feel like I feel like if I had an actual superpower though, so obviously like you can monkey's paw damn near any superpower, right? So like speed would be, you know, like
Oh, we
an
just-
invincible,
We
right?
discussed
Like
it earlier.
yeah, you've got speed, except for if you run too fast and you run into someone, you know, like they get fucked up. So, or like mind reading, you don't get to control which minds you read. I would really want, and it's hyper specific because it allows for nobody to, nobody to discredit it or like fight against it. Would definitely be teleportation, and I want teleportation with 0 repercussions because you can literally do anything with that, right? You can teleport in and out of a bank vault. And then with the money you have, the fuck you money you have, you can teleport to the Alps, where I would like to snowboard.
Ethan,
I
I
can
fucking hate you.
teleport.
That was mine.
So you want a superpower, but you want to specify that you can't monkey paw it. Because that's
Huh?
just what you did. So I want
Exactly.
to
You
get
can,
teleportation, but with no side effects.
Yeah.
yes, I want teleportation with 0 side effects. Think about it. You can wake up literally. Say it takes 3 minutes for you to get changed, right? I can get changed like if I'm like busting ass and I have all my clothes laid out and I'm late for work or something. I can literally change in like 2.5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Except for it's like a 12-minute drive to work. So if I just had to wake up 2.5 minutes before work, get dressed and teleport, you know,
Yeah. That'd be
Um,
helpful. That's
There's so
ridiculous.
many practical reasons. There's like, oh man, I want to go out for food, but I really don't want to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
Whatever my arms can carry can be delivered. I would be making bank as a DoorDash driver.
Facts,
Do you
though.
Hey,
do you want to know a quick monkey's paw?
All right.
go ahead. You monkey paw me.
Uh, quick question: are
I want
you
you to monkey
maintaining your
fist me.
relativity? You know the concept of like why time travel never works
Yeah.
because the Earth
Oh,
is
so
never in the same place in once.
Mm-hmm.
like your physical being. Ah,
Well, no, that's not the issue. The issue is that Earth is constantly moving. So if you time travel at the one place, you just go to space.
I thought it was
I don't.
moving in a singular, like it stays where it is, but we're just like moving really fast. Like it's not like a top, but it's more or less just like continuously moving. You
Well,
know?
yeah, because
Oh,
if
so you're
even
saying if I'm teleported, I'd go up instead of over.
well, what I'm saying is that if you were to teleport and you stayed, and let's say the genie in this case is like, how can I fuck this over? Oh, I know. He's in the exact same spot he is and where it was beforehand. But now, since it's 5 minutes later, the Earth is 2 million miles that way.
Mm,
Oh, so you're talking like
Relativity.
I see.
yeah,
I
bringing
see.
science into. Ooh,
Yeah.
Huh. That
I would
actually.
probably just put in a stipulation that science means nothing. That, no,
But at
I'm just
that
kidding.
point, people would catch on, even if you
That's
teleport
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to the planet, and then
and people
eventually,
are weird. I feel like if I could teleport, like, or if anybody here had superpowers, how quick do you think people would be to either take advantage of it or um use it for something? So like obviously a big trope in a lot of superhero movies are like the government first considers you a threat
Mm-hmm.
and then they consider you an ally, right? So like, oh, you can do this. Well, we need you to do all of this, or else,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna kill you because we know your weakness or whatever.
Right.
What do you think would happen if like everyday Joe, like one of us,
Mm-hmm.
something like super speed or teleportation or whatever, got found out somehow, probably through like recklessness? What do you think would happen at that point? Like, what do you think the first course of action would be if someone at your local Walmart realized that you were teleporting and stealing groceries? Like the
Um.
moment that you phase in, basically, you're right in front of them. And
And are they
obviously,
just average Joe, or is this the first civilian that recognizes you?
this is like the first civilian that recognized me, right? So like, I teleport to Walmart, pick up a bunch of groceries, put it in a bags, and then teleport back. But they see me, picking up the
Mm-hmm.
grocery. Like they see me the moment I basically like phase in, right, and pick up groceries. And obviously,
And
the security camera footage might catch it.
Yeah.
What do you think would happen at that point?
If security
they'd move
cams
on with
are
their
a part
day.
of this process,
Yeah.
then I think it wouldn't be that long until like news gets hold of it and the government gets hold of it. And if you are to believe something's happening at Area 51, I honestly don't know. I
I
think
think it's
somewhere
cool
in
to
that
think.
branch would probably push out.
Yeah.
Um, but if security cameras weren't part of it and it's just some random dude, he'll either brush past it or try to tell people, but people will think he's either lying or crazy. So in that
Ooh,
timeline,
so
nothing will
you
really
could
happen.
be. So
Yeah,
you could
it's Walmart.
like.
That's the
Yeah.
least weird thing they've seen.
True, they're probably
So
all on crack.
yeah. So you could be like an evil guy in that sense. Then
Yeah.
I could use my powers for evil and just fuck with people and just be like, you're like that joke about if your dog could only say one thing and they just looked over you and said they'll never believe you.
Yeah.
Just
although
something like that.
with you teleporting, you said you'd like go grab groceries and teleport back. The
Yeah,
groceries would come with you, right?
yeah. So I would say what would make the most sense, right, in this fictional universe. I would say what makes the most sense is that me grab anything that I'm like grabbing or hanging on to comes with me. So it's not like one of those I touch it, it comes with me or whatever. It's like, if you've got a bag of groceries in your hand and a backpack, you teleporting, since you're already holding those items, it's different than super speed. It can't fly off of you. It goes with you.
So
I
anything
think
I understand. So anything material-wise that you were touching, you were able to teleport. So you're like, for any X-Men fans listening or watching, what was his name?
Nightcrawler.
Thank you.
yeah,
Yes, Nightcrawler.
very similar to Nightcrawler, where like obviously there's certain things like he had a couple weaknesses that prevented him from teleporting to places that he
Yes.
had never been.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to have been, even if he was walking for a moment in a place, he had to have been in that place to teleport there. So it's kind of a similar situation,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, because it's not like I can teleport to Italy because in my brain, Italy is a country, right? There's not a
Right.
specific spot that I would know.
Mm-hmm.
But anything that he grabbed onto, right? So like when he's teleporting the X-Men out,
Yeah.
he can bring them with him, or he can bring them with him.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like teleportation is fairly solid because the monkey's paw, the hardest counter to it would either be blocking me, just from teleporting basically,
Mm-hmm.
or pulling in the science factor of it of there's no possible way you could do this and then this.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for me because I think I've got my villain part down
Mm-hmm.
where I can just fuck with people for the rest of their lives and just be like notorious for driving people insane. Or I can just use it to kind of live life easy.
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be like whatever your skin is in contact with, you're bringing with you? So like,
I hope, because if I bring the whole floor of a Walmart into my kitchen, I'm pretty sure my mom would be a little bit upset.
yeah,
Just accidentally touch a shelf on the way out, and you're just like, oh shit. So we've got some pasta.
you're just walking through a double doors, and then you just teleport out and have a door in your hand.
Yeah, right? And there's no actual bounds to it, so you could technically bring the entirety of a Walmart with you since you're touching it.
God.
You just bring the entirety of a Walmart to your front door.
Nah, you just bring the shell with you. None of the shelves would come with you, just the exterior walls.
You just it would look like one of those like the car garage ports where it's not like an actual physical building, but it's just kind of a canopy, like a solid canopy.
Those
It just looks like that, but it's the entire shell of a Walmart. God, that'd be so bad.
Sucks. Well, damn. All right. So if we're continuing along the lines of superhero stuff, as I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
said, Ethan just stole mine. So I guess any other thing, just like pretty much every other well, I can't even say Caucasian anymore because there's a brand new plethora of Spider-Man, but I would have to have like the the powers of Spider-Man. But as most of you know or can tell right now, I'm not smart, so
Which version?
I would want to be Andrew Garfield. I don't like him as a Spider-Man, but I would have to be Andrew Garfield Spider-Man simply because though I'm not smart, I feel like it'd be interesting to try and learn web mechanics. But it's strictly on the facts of his agility and able to walk along walls and his senses that I enjoy more. I'm not. The webs are
So
cool. The webs are very cool, but it's
but that's not the
factor.
main point.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's funny is that actually reminds me of like I would use the webs specifically how like in a game I've never played in the Miles Morales Spider-Man PS4 game or
Yes.
PS5 game.
Mm-hmm.
It is so like watching the gameplay is so beautiful. I would love to just swing around.
Those Insomnia
Obviously,
is amazing. Those are the only reasons why I want to get a PS4 or PS5.
no, nowhere near me has any buildings where I could like really do that. But going
Yeah.
to a city and being able to do that is such a cool concept to me.
Absolutely.
But I want you to talk more about the Spidey sense part because I think I've got a monkey's paw for it, but I need you to talk about it a little bit before I can do something with it.
So
I also have to ask,
Mhm.
are you going pure movie Spider-Man or are you going comic Spider-Man?
Because that's two different sets of power.
That
Because
is true.
comic
Comic
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man busted as shit.
Yeah.
But also comic Spider-Man is like pretty much, or for the longest time, was strongest, second to the Hulk.
Yeah.
So
I would definitely
you
have to
could
be.
probably get more out of it,
Yeah.
but you'd probably have some PTSD from the amount of shit that comic Spider-Man went through.
True. I do like the idea of comic Spider-Man, but simply due to the fact of I don't. I'm one that I can live fine with, limitations.
Mhm.
It's just something I've lived with for a while and something I'm very zen with. So I think just being like a movie-based Spider-Man would be fine. As
Yeah.
you were talking about with the spider senses, it is an amazing idea that, bless his soul and all that, Stan Lee created.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, just the idea that you can have like these basically 6 second not even 6 seconds, like 0.0 second
Yeah.
reflexes.
Like faster than like
Yeah,
basically.
because I'm a
Right.
klutz. You realize how many times I wouldn't
Yeah.
have to injure myself. The first episode of the podcast wouldn't have happened if I had had those powers. All right. Like,
Oh man.
it's a great concept, and he's pretty much those ideas, and strictly not talking about the science of his web mechanics, his villains, his love interest, his
Mhm.
friends, and all that. He's those powers are the reasons why he's my favorite superhero.
Okay. I respect that a lot, and I feel like for spider senses, now that you're talking about it like that, I feel like the only monkey's paw I can give for it is like how much do your spider senses pick up?
I guess.
How far do they reach?
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't really do much. I feel like that's just a good power to have.
It
Like
has
just as simple as like I wouldn't stub my toe
Yeah.
is enough for me to want that. And as much as like, I mean, you could be the world's best athlete with that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you can catch any ball. I mean, obviously he's super fast and he's very strong.
Yeah.
You could be the skinniest fucking linebacker.
I'm already the skinniest
Or,
fucking linebacker. What are you talking about?
you could do pretty much whatever you wanted with that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not taking away my teleportation, but I feel like that's a definite runner up for like most people's superpowers.
Yeah. Though, though I guess speaking on considering we're talking about this like spider senses and movies and all that, they have touched that some things he cannot pick up, and it
That's true.
seems based off as what I've seen. They didn't fully go through it, but it's based off of things that he trusts. Like for instance, when Aunt May threw the banana at him in No Way Home, he didn't catch it, and also when he thought Mysterio was a friend, his senses, as we've seen in past movies, would have easily picked up that he is the villain, that he is doing something wrong. But because he
But
considered him a
because of the
colleague,
trust,
yeah.
yeah.
So there
But
is
then
there is
after the
definitely a
trust
monkey paw.
wasn't, but then after the trust was broken, basically, we have the coolest fucking final explanation of the spider sense in him beating all of Mysterio's like bots and stuff with his eyes
Exactly.
closed because he was like, "How the fuck am I gonna do this? I'm in the dark and they're projecting all this stuff." And
Yeah.
it's like, "Well, just use your senses." And so he literally closes his eyes and goes and beats the shit out of all these projectors.
Yeah. So I do
And I
like
think
that they've given him that monkey's paw.
that's
Yeah.
oh, I gotta do something.
Hmm?
Although, if we're talking like fully Spider-Man powers, you gotta think like swinging from building to building. You gotta think how much force is being put on your arms. Because
Very
holding
true.
up your entire body on one arm with the force of being catched from a fall
Yeah.
would 100% break your arm.
Actually, a lot of games and a lot of people. I know there's one YouTuber that almost all his career has focused mainly on swinging like Spider-Man. He's just created a prototype for actually swinging that is doable, but and it's not really a power either because as we've seen, and it's both canon and comics, the Tobey Maguire series was the only one that really changed it. Is that his webbing is not him, it's not his power, it's his intellect that helped him create it, which I enjoy that a whole lot more. I love Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, but the idea of that and actually keeping that canon is, I think, the best. But as we've been talking about this for a while, I mean, you guys must have some kind of superpower, right? Like something that you would want, no monkey paw involved, right?
I think I would like mundane luck. All
Ooh.
those, you know, feel like all those good mood food sorts of things that happen,
Mm-hmm.
the I didn't do my homework and now it's a snow day sort of thing.
Ooh.
All those I was gonna go stand in line for the groceries and now a new line opened up and I'm first one there. All that shit.
So your power is more or less not on the lines of like superpowers, like something that you could save the day with. It's more or less like basically that's gonna help benefit your life in the end. I I,
Yeah.
I respect that. That is a
Also,
nice power.
also if it is like if it evolves into like a villain arc, then I'll just go to Vegas and fucking clean house.
True. That honestly, that's the first thing I would think of. I'm a decent gambler. I'm pretty lucky when it comes to like rolling dice and stuff. But yeah,
You
would be a
bet your ass
very
I'm
good
hitting up them
choice.
blackjack tables.
Rolling a
Absolutely.
d20. Oh my god, that's actually a really good power.
We went
That's
from
a good
gambling
power
to
because
this.
think about
Yep.
all of the lucky things. Like, if you were going to an event and you happen to be first in line, even though you thought you were running late, like little
Yes.
shit like that, or the homework thing's perfect because I can't tell you the amount of times the snow days saved my ass.
Yeah.
Um,
I miss that.
because here in our state, when I was like 8 or 9, I think we had this huge thing that we dubbed Snowmageddon, and I think Coulter, you remember it, where it was literally like they closed school for a full week, and then they closed it again because we got like 3 feet of snow, and then it snowed again, and that happened like back to back years, and it was so nice.
Yeah.
We didn't have to do anything. Our year was like cut because
Well,
they
the
still
problem the problem was they extended out our year at school
yeah.
like a week
Mm-hmm.
or two because they
That was right.
we had 3 weeks off in the middle of winter.
Yeah, we got like a Christmas. We got like 2 Christmas breaks basically because there was like a solid week period where we went back to school, and then it was time for Christmas. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
I will
I
say
can't wait for Christmas.
the what really caused all of that was because our school district got sued.
Oh
Well,
God.
because
I
after like the first snow, they were like, okay, we got to get these kids in here, and then they had a couple of bus crashes,
Mm.
and then they started.
what it was. Yeah. No, I did hear about that. Yeah, because they were trying to rush it, and it did not end well. So like when I went to school in Fayetteville,
Hmm.
and that was a long time ago. But when I went to school there briefly, I remember school being closed for a full week because there was some ice. But then in Virginia, they tried to open it back up, you know, just because of all the snow and the amount of cancellations, and just
Yeah.
getting fucked, just getting fucked up.
That's probably the one thing I have enjoyed for the times I have seen it in North Carolina is like whenever there is like a small pack of snow, you're basically automatically gonna get that snow day.
Yep,
Back when I was a
yep.
kid, that was still a rarity, but I lived way up north, as most of you probably could figure out. So, snowplows were on the ready 24/7, no
Yeah,
matter what year or what time of
yeah.
year.
Well, like I remember a work trip I was on this past Christmas time, right about 2 weeks before Christmas, going to New York, and like a day or two in, they got like 4 foot of snow.
Hmm.
We still had to come into work. I was like, I don't know how we're gonna do that. Well, like every truck there, because it was a small town, every single truck there had a snowplow attachment on it.
We
So
are,
it
we
was
are ready 100% of the time for that kind of stuff. That
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
is
it
not
was
something to
crazy
play
to
around
see it
with.
because where we are, we're prepared,
Hmm.
like we understand, but for the past couple of years, the snow hasn't been crazy. So seeing that and seeing that amount of snow get picked up that quickly before you even go into work is such a weird concept.
Yeah.
I'm actually changing my superpower to giving every kid like a 4-week Christmas break, and then the monkeys pause just to get their school year gets extended.
God. I mean, we're already not learning much anyway, so why not?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, if I had to choose my superpower, I would definitely a niche one, but to be able to control my mind entirely, control when I sleep, like the exact second I do it.
Oh,
Oh, so like full
Ooh.
that
body
is a good
self-control.
factor. He is basically human NyQuil.
Yeah.
I like that
You
idea.
could do, but you could do a lot with that. You could make yourself not sick.
Ooh.
I mean, think about how you could you technically make yourself live forever? Is that a
Mm.
possibility? Is it full control over your body in the sense like you could stop it from aging, or is it full control in the sense of like I want to sleep now, I'm gonna sleep. I want to not be out of breath, I'm not out of breath.
Oh, just be like, fuck you, arm, you're not broken.
Like,
Yeah, like could you up your own personal stats like that? Like,
improve serotonin increase, stuff like that.
ooh.
So
Oh, that's
it's less of
dangerous.
a like
Yeah, definitely.
health.
You had the choice,
Mhm.
but if you had the choice to never be sad again, would you take it? Because that's part of that, right?
Well, that's true, but you also might fry your brain.
Hmm.
No. But this isn't a universe where this is possible.
Yeah.
But I
Realistically,
can control. I can increase it and decrease it at will.
Okay.
huh?
I feel like
I
it's
will. I will.
smart but dangerous with that kind of thing.
Is
Yeah.
that automatic? Is this like a Manual Samuel sort of thing where you have to force yourself to breathe? You have to articulate every joint.
Ugh.
Where
Yeah, that is a good
you have to be
spell where you
like, you
actually.
have to.
Yeah, you're like taking over the part of your brain that does things naturally. So
Yeah.
like me doing this, my
You have
brain's
to
already
pump
telling
your
me
own
stop.
heart. Oh
That's
Ugh.
God, could you
sweet.
imagine having to actively flex your heart? Ugh.
I gotta
What's up?
say, like, out of all of
Good
them,
flexing
like
my.
we've said some really, I really like that power. Like out of all of them, that
Yeah.
is a really interesting one.
Because I wouldn't think about it. You know,
Yeah.
you want something that's like out of this world you would never be able to do, but something as simple as automatically getting 8 hours of sleep every night on command, like
Dude,
that is
you know how many
insane.
streamers wish they had that?
Yeah, well,
Oh my
being
god.
able
Every
to be,
college student in
Yeah.
existence.
yeah,
True.
being
Trust me.
being able to be happy or be in like a relaxed state even during like high tense situations. Because think about it, right?
I already know how to
You're,
do that.
huh?
I
Oh,
already know
yeah,
how to do that.
yeah. But like at work, right? If I get
Yeah.
mad, I don't focus on what I'm doing as much, so I mess up more and then I get more mad. But if you're in like that Zen state of mind,
Yeah.
oh, there's a
Because
lot you could do.
Yeah, that's
with sleep, you you're fully unconscious. But
okay.
since I would have to keep pumping my own heart, I wouldn't like be fully unconscious. I'd regain energy, but I'd still have to consciously control my heart to beat, to breathe.
So you'll basically have like a lucid dream every time you're trying to get those like 8 hours, basically. Like you're asleep, but
Ooh,
you feel mentally
fear.
awake. Like you feel like you're awake.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's actually, I feel like that could be really hit or miss depending on how you where you went with that power.
Yeah.
That's
It's an
that's a
interesting
bit scary.
concept. I really like this
Yeah,
concept.
that's yeah,
Can
that's
we
one that
copyright this power?
Yeah, what
can
if
we.
you get inceptioned in your own mind? You
Ooh,
don't even remember if you woke up or not.
good.
You're
What
just
if
in a
we
Oh,
get
dream
that's
world.
fucking what's his
Ooh,
yeah,
face?
that
right.
Out of
Oh.
damn it, DiCaprio. Punch him in the face.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna change my power completely.
Really?
Yeah, if you have you guys ever seen Limitless,
I have
or do you
not.
Oh,
understand the
yes.
Okay, so Limitless, James, and for anybody that doesn't know, it's this movie with Bradley Cooper where basically he is offered to take this little blue pill, and what is it? It's like for an entire day, I think. I don't remember the time span, but like he has to continuously take these pills, right? It's not just like a one and done.
Mm-hmm.
And for however long that time period is, every single thing you've learned in your entire life is instantly back in your fresh in your mind.
I
Do you
need
know
that.
where you can go with that?
I need
You
that.
know, I'd actually know Spanish.
Actually,
Right? I
is it sad that I'm learning a language faster on Duolingo than what I am like in my actual Spanish class?
no, Duolingo has been genuinely impressive
Yeah,
with the
sponsor
amount of
us.
people that people that I know who have completely become fluent in other languages
Yeah.
just through that is scary.
Facts.
It's because that owl has a gun. That's
That
probably
cow
why.
has a gun.
That owl has its own superpower.
Facts.
Yeah. But I feel like with the limitless power, I guess is what I'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you think about it, right? You can watch a YouTube video on how to fix your car, go through each part, never have to bring it to the mechanic again. You can. I would. I would. I would teach myself everything. Actually, what I would do for my profession, I would teach myself or watch YouTube videos or do whatever, read whatever,
Mm-hmm.
every single thing to do with electric. I would cover every single part of it because that means I'm literally higher than a master level. Because, right, master level covers pretty much the majority. Anything you're going to run into, you know at master level. But if you know more than those guys,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, you're golden. You can charge whatever you want because you can fix anything, right? If
Yeah.
it's dealing with electric, you know how to fix it. So that would be good. I mean, for even simple stuff. If you want to learn how to cook, you can learn how to cook different foods, and you can watch a bunch of Gordon Ramsay and Alton Brown videos.
Heck yeah.
You can learn how to cook. You can learn how to all the DIY stuff, um, different tips and tricks on like cleaning and your clothes and all that. You know,
Although, since
Taxes.
you said I haven't seen this movie, I'm assuming it's a pill. Like it has side effects. If you would it be addicting? Because
I think that's
you get
power, right?
enjoyment from everything.
so the pill itself is literally just um, the whole thing behind the movie is like, I'll give you this pill, but you have to do this stuff for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, this guy remembers back when he was 5 and he watched the kung fu movie, how to do all those kung fu moves. So like, if they need to go and have him do something illegal, he can defend himself and all that stuff. So in exchange for having this amazing power of like, oh, I know how to play the guitar, all this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you also get whoever gave you that power. You have to basically do whatever they say, right? Because they give you one at a time. It's not like they give you a supply.
Yeah.
So my take on it is just a singular power that you get, however, right? And you are able to do that forever. So you're everything that you've learned is fresh in your mind. Except for the monkey's paw for that is everything you've learned is fresh in your mind. So if you know how to do something, I mean, at least knowing myself, I kind of have to stop myself sometimes if I know how to do something and someone else doesn't, but they don't want help.
Yeah.
I know the best way to do it with that power, except
They
you got to
don't.
keep your mouth shut. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
probably
step away for a sec.
probably the monkey's paw for that would be constant infuriation.
Yeah. I get that.
Although, is it everything you've learned or everything you've encountered?
It's everything that you've learned or seen. Or seen like how to do, right? So I used to play bass, and I still do every now and then, but not at the level of when I was playing every single day for an entire 3 months. I would I would be able to instantly pick up my bass, and the power basically lets me remember every single technique I used when I was playing, so I can do all that stuff as if I were in my prime. Same with soccer. I can take every single thing I ever learned in soccer and re-implement it as soon as I touch a ball. So I feel like the monkey's paw for that, right? You constantly have all this knowledge in your brain, but then you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's like being the world's smartest man, except for you're just an average guy. That's kind of the concept behind it.
I
But
get you.
let's say, for example, first time random inappropriate. First time you made heels to Jesus, if you know what that means.
Hmm.
Would you remember exactly everything that happened, and would there be consequences of memorizing that thing?
Oh,
Like,
I feel like there would be. Like I'm absolutely open to I'm absolutely open. Oh my God, I just swiped in front of my camera. I'm so stupid. Um, I'm absolutely open to monkeys pawing it. Um, it's just I feel like it'd be kind of a cool niche power, like similar to yours, where it's like you can use that for very common things just to make your life better. And it goes really well with Coulter's thing too, where he's like, I don't want anything grand. I just want kind of dumb luck type things to happen to me.
Yeah.
Um, so I feel like that would be really good. I'm gonna leave the call for 1 second, um, but I'll be literally right back.
Gotcha.
So give me just 1 second. Got to go take care of something, and I'll be right back.
Yeah. And then there were three. Yeah. Yeah. No, I do. That power that he was talking about, it is very is dangerous. I think a lot of these can be dangerous in their own ways. Like, if obviously we're talking about no monkey's paw and all that, but with the monkey paws, um, there's so many things that could seriously affect that. Like Coulter with his luck, sometimes too much luck can be someone's downfall. Like you see so many people nowadays, they win, 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 win. Eventually, that luck is gonna run out. Karma's gonna hit them like a bitch, and there you go. You're done. On your mindset, like you were saying, like you can easily make yourself, you know, fall asleep and all that. As you're also saying, you have to keep everything else pumping, and that lucid dream stuff that can make or break your night. That's like having a bad trip half the time. And then also Spider-Man stuff. That's very scary. We've seen movies. Anyone that's a comic reader, we've read the comics. That is definitely there are some flaws in that. Very little, but definitely is a danger to him and the people around him. Sorry.
so definitely with the power of the pill, the
Mm-hmm.
limitless pill, like it'd be everything you've learned. Like if you've learned your brother died ever in your life, that motion would come back. And I mean, I'd imagine you get used to it.
I would think so at that point. It is definitely a so the way it sounds like the pill, it helps with learning skills, but yes, you can always learn something as well or recall something as well. So having that fresh in your mind, yeah, that could seriously mess you up. But I also think that if you had that consistently in your mind, it numbs you. Um, I'm not getting into much. I've felt that in the past, that it just numbs you. So I like you're saying, yeah, I don't think that it'll seriously affect you as much, but yeah, just having that in the back of your mind is seriously gonna mess you up at some point, I think.
I'm pretty sure that's why he becomes a politician at the end of the movie. Spoilers.
All right.
And yeah,
Hmm.
so I think are we good? Are we good to wrap that up? Are
I
we?
We've been talking for a good while. I think it's a good time.
All right. Well,
Unfortunately, my phone started dying at that very end piece.
oh, that's all right. Yeah, I've gotta go too, but I feel like we covered a lot today. We've
Mhm.
got fuck you money, we've got superpowers. I mean, I mean,
Or
we've got
We got people
cars.
getting, we got diamonds getting ripped out of
Got
foreheads.
getting ripped out of foreheads. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't liked it, like it. But we're gonna make sure to keep these videos pumping out and talking about fun subjects. If you guys have any recommendations or requests for what we should talk about next, absolutely drop them in our comments. We are available on Spotify at the Deli Counter Podcast. Is that
Daily
right?
Counter Podcast, and also a Podbean, same name. And obviously, you're watching
Yes.
this on YouTube. That's where you're gonna find us.
Yes. So, and make sure to follow us on Instagram at the official Deli Counter Podcast for more updates, and stay tuned for more. So, I guess, signing off. I've been Ethan, the host. We've got JD and
Much love,
James
guys.
and Colton, and then hopefully Blaze will join us for our next episode. But thank you all for watching.
Don't put diamonds in your forehead.
All right, guys. So one more quick update. If we, as you know, if you've heard the last episode, we had a punishment for that episode, and we have another one for this one. If this episode gets 20 likes on YouTube, um, if you go over to our Instagram page at the Deli Counter Official Podcast, or at the Deli Counter Official, my bad, we will be using the wheel app, courtesy of JD over here, and we're going to be spinning the wheel with all the current casters that we have, or that were on the episode. Not sure which one yet. And one of us will be eating a half spoonful of wasabi that we will post a video of for your entertainment. So if you would like to see one of us suffer for our accomplishment, please hit the like button. While you're down there, hit the share, ring the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. And at 20 likes, we will suffer for you. So if you would like to see that on our Instagram, then go ahead and just hit the like button. And thank you very much for tuning in for this episode. Have a good day.